Okay, picture this. You're standing there, school pickup line, maybe scrolling your phone, maybe just looking around, and you see other parents, chatting, laughing together, and you get that little pang, right?
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, the whole idea of having like a real social life, it just
Yeah.
feels like this luxury item, something you can't afford when you're juggling 3 different drop-offs after school.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling, that wishing mixed with just bone-deep exhaustion from parenting, that's kind of the core conflict we're getting into today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to make adult friends when your entire life runs on school bells and nap schedules, it feels impossible. Like you said, squeezing water from a stone.
Totally.
But here's the thing, the crucial truth that came through in all the research we looked at, you actually need those connections, those adult friendships, now more than ever for support, for sanity, really. Isolation, that's the hidden cost of being a busy parent.
Okay, yeah. Let's really unpack that. So today, we're going to focus only on strategies designed for your schedule, the parent schedule, where free time isn't measured in hours, but maybe like 10 or 15-minute chunks. So our mission here is to pull out the low-effort, high-yield tactics, ways to build your support network, your village, without adding, even one tiny bit more overwhelm to your plate.
And I think we absolutely have to start with a reality check. Just be honest about it.
Okay.
Because if we don't acknowledge the actual constraints, the real limitations of parent life, then any advice just feels like more homework you can't possibly do.
You're so right. And the sources, they were brutally honest. The parent friendship reality check.
What?
Free time,
Right.
tiny little segments between things. 2, those traditional social things like Friday night drinks. They almost always clash with getting kids fed or driven somewhere.
Always. Yep.
3, let's be real. After 8 p.m., you're just too tired for, deep conversation.
Oh, yeah. Done.
And this one hit me. Your idea of me time right now, probably walking around the grocery store alone.
That one is universal, isn't it?
It really is.
Which just proves that the standard advice, oh, just go out more, or join a book club, it just doesn't land. It doesn't work with these constraints.
Yeah.
It just adds pressure. So we need strategies that fit into the pockets of time you already have, where you're already going to be somewhere.
Right, which leads us perfectly to the first big, quick win we found.
Yeah.
The ideal strategy for those guaranteed moments, the school pickup line.
Oh, yes.
I was really struck by this specific, 4-week plan, the material laid out. It's called the 5-minute friendship hack.
I like that name. And I like that it's structured, It takes away that pressure of having to make some instant amazing connection.
Exactly.
It gets that building trust, even just casual trust, takes a little time, even if it's just 5 minutes here and there.
It's all staged out.
Yeah.
So here's the plan, step by step. Week 1, just smile, make eye contact. Same 3 parents every day. That's it. No talking needed, just familiarity.
Okay, manageable.
Week 2, add a really simple low-stakes comment, like, long day. Or notice something neutral, cool stickers on the car. Super easy.
Yeah, right.
Nothing too personal yet.
Week 3, introduce yourself. Just, hey, I'm naming my kids in Mrs. Johnson's class. Simple context. Then week 4, exchange numbers. But, and this is key, use a low-stakes reason. Not, let's hang out, but more like, hey, want to text each other if there's a snow day announcement or the bus is running late.
Okay, wait. Week 4, getting the number. That still feels like a pretty big leap for someone who's maybe introverted, definitely exhausted.
Yeah.
Did the research talk about that? Like the fear of rejection, or give any specific, scripts?
It did, actually. It really emphasized using that utility angle. You're not asking for a friendship date, you're suggesting mutual help. Practical stuff.
Ah, I see. So it shifts the feel of it.
Exactly. It goes from a personal invitation, which feels risky, to just a functional, practical thing. And that's exactly what they described with that anecdote, remember? The mom in South End.
Yeah.
She used this exact method. Within a month, she had 3 people she could reliably text for, quick backup, or info swaps. It just shows how those tiny, consistent bits add up fast. Consistency, not intensity. That seems to be the theme.
Totally.
Okay, so if consistency is the goal, where else can we find those guaranteed, repeated, kind of low-key interactions? The sources suggest we should stop trying to find new time
Right.
and start really maximizing the time we're already using. They called it double-duty socializing.
Yes, exactly. The big secret isn't finding time without the kids. It's finding places where the kids are actually happy and occupied. So the parents can maybe, just maybe, talk for more than 60 seconds straight without being interrupted.
And what's really interesting there, from a friendship building perspective, is that it leverages repeated exposure and shared context.
Okay.
The place itself isn't just a backdrop.
Yeah.
It's actually helping the connection happen. You'll both be there for a while, and the kids being busy creates that little window for parent chat.
So let's look at some concrete examples they gave, broken down by age, to show how this double duty thing works.
Good idea.
For toddler parents, right? Supervision needs are high. Attention spans, not so much. So the spots need built-in activity. They mention places like Reedy Creek Nature Preserve. Kids can explore while you walk and talk with another parent.
Okay. Or Discovery Place nature, right?
Exactly. Interactive exhibits mean the kids are engaged enough that maybe, just maybe, you get a few minutes of actual conversation.
Makes sense. And for elementary age kids, the need shifts a bit, more towards burning energy.
Yeah, totally. Freedom Park was a specific example because it has multiple playgrounds. The kids scatter, right? Which gives parents a longer stretch to actually sit and connect. Or even thinking about Carowinds, but maybe during off-peak times. Waiting in those lines, it's kind of forced, natural chat time. You're making the most of the time you already have to spend anyway.
Maximizing the mundane. I like it. And what about teen parents? The challenge looks different again. Less about chasing them, more about coordinating, maybe.
Exactly. But double duty still works. Think about school sports games. Or maybe Panthers tailgating, if that's your thing.
Right.
The teens get to feel a bit independent, hang with their friends, and the parents can connect over, the shared stress or just enjoy being outside while they chat. You're already there for the event.
That's really efficient thinking. But okay, what about weekends? That often brings up the dread of major planning, cleaning the house.
Yes.
We need weekend strategies that build connection but don't require 3 hours of prep time.
Totally. Forget the fancy potlucks or the super structured play dates. The weekend ideas here are all about keeping it easy, accessible.
Okay, like what?
So first, there's the parallel play method. I love this one. It's super low pressure. You just say, hey, we're going to be at Lotta Plantation around 10 on Saturday. Feel free to swing by if you can.
No obligation.
Zero obligation. Kids play near each other. Parents chat nearby. No RSVP stress. Simple.
Oh, I like that. What else?
Then there's the activity swap. This one's genius, really. It's like mutual child care relief. You take their kid to, say, the museum this weekend. Next weekend, they take your kid to the pool. Yeah. Everyone gets maybe an hour or two of solo time, and you build that goodwill. You become part of each other's practical support system.
That's smart. Very practical.
And for connecting at home, they champion the backyard hangout. Just order pizza, let the kids run wild in the yard, and the crucial rule.
Let me guess. No cleaning.
Absolutely zero cleaning required. Keep the barrier to entry non-existent.
Love it. Okay.
And then, if you just need that quick hit of adult conversation, the dedicated 1 hour max coffee shop meetup.
The classic.
Kids get a hot chocolate or something. Parents get actual focused conversation. And that time limit, it means everyone respects the schedule. No lingering guilt.
These are great practical tactics, but using them successfully seems to hinge on a bigger mindset shift, doesn't it? Something the research really emphasized.
Yes, absolutely. This felt like the most critical piece. You have to stop looking for your perfect, idealized mom tribe. That's the finding village mindset.
Right.
And instead, start building your support network, one person, one connection at a time. That's the building village mindset.
And we really need to pause here because that finding village mindset, it can actually be kind of toxic.
How so?
Well, it comes from this unrealistic idea, right? This perfect group where everyone clicks instantly, has kids the same age, same hobbies.
Yeah, the Instagram version.
Exactly. It just sets you up for disappointment. You get discouraged really easily when people are busy or the connection doesn't feel immediate and deep.
Okay, I see that. The finding village way waits for perfection and then you just give up.
Right. Whereas the building village mindset, it's practical. It's granular. You invest in one relationship at a time. You appreciate the small things, the mom who texts you about a bus delay, the neighbor who grabs your packages. You understand everyone's juggling different things. You accept imperfection and focus on functional connection first.
So connecting that to the bigger picture, every little interaction, even just texting about school stuff, it's actually a piece of your community. It's not a lesser friendship, just you don't go out for cocktails. It's a vital part of your support structure.
And embracing that mindset lets us tailor strategies because we know the challenges are different depending on your family situation, right? One size just doesn't fit all here.
Definitely. Like for new parents, say 0 to 2 years old, the strategy has to focus on low-effort things where conversation is sort of built in. Parent-baby classes, library story times, because, frankly, sleep deprivation wipes out any ability for complex planning.
Totally. And for single parents, the unique challenge there is often having no co-parent backup for socializing.
Right.
So the strategy really needs to be about connecting with other single parents, people who just get the need for kid-friendly plans and that kind of mutual support.
And the sources mentioned something about asynchronous communication being key there.
Yes, huge. Single parents often need more flexibility. That's why things like a dedicated Discord channel or a group text for coordinating last-minute, kid-friendly meetups can be so valuable.
Okay.
It lets you coordinate around tricky schedules without needing a fixed weekly thing.
Gotcha. And what about working parents? Their weekends might be totally sacred family recovery time.
Right. So for them, the strategy often shifts to leveraging structures that already exist, friendships at work, maybe using lunch breaks to connect, or getting involved in parent-employee resource groups, ERGs, if their company has them.
So you're embedding the social effort into your existing workday.
Exactly. You're not adding another thing to the weekend.
Okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
But it still requires managing your time and energy, which brings up that crucial question. We know it's worth it, but how do we actually integrate this effort so it doesn't just feel like one more thing on the to-do list?
Structure is key, like you said, to avoid overwhelm. We need some simple rules.
Yeah, the material had some really good practical time management tips. First one, the 10-minute rule. Just commit to 10 minutes of friend connection a day. That could be one specific text message. A quick phone call while the kids are playing nearby, or honestly, just a wave and a quick, how's it going? Across the parking lot.
Small bursts. Okay.
Second, really lean into that double duty strategy we talked about. Combine necessary tasks with social time, grocery shop with a friend, go for a walk while the kids ride bikes, fold laundry while you're on the phone.
Right. Socializing doesn't have to be a separate big event.
Exactly. Third, the energy match method. This one's important. Match the social activity to how you're actually feeling.
Okay.
Got energy? Maybe schedule that coffee. Feeling totally wiped. Stick to texting.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself into high energy stuff when you're running on empty.
That's permission to be realistic. I like that.
And finally, the season approach. This feels critical for avoiding burnout. You just have to accept that some seasons of life, new jobs, sick kid, finals week, whatever, are just going to be maintenance only for friendships. Other seasons, you might have more bandwidth to be extra social.
Right. Giving yourself permission for that maintenance mode when life is nuts makes the whole thing sustainable long term.
Yeah. You don't fail just because you only managed to text for 3 months straight.
Exactly.
So, okay, what does this all boil down to for you, listening right now? I think the core takeaway is this. Adult friendships look really different when you have kids, and that is completely, totally okay.
Yes.
You are not failing at friendship. You just need, maybe, new ways to measure success.
Connection, not perfection.
Yeah.
That has to be the goal. We need to redefine what good enough looks like.
So what is good enough?
Good enough might be texting regularly, even if you hardly ever manage to actually hang out in person.
Okay.
It's having someone you know you could call, like right away if there was a kid emergency. It's laughing with another parent about how chaotic it all is. Mostly, it's just feeling noticeably less alone in the middle of the beautiful mess that is parenting.
That's powerful. So the action plan here is small, right? Like this week, to pick one regular thing you do, maybe pick up, and start trying that 5-minute hack.
Yeah.
And maybe text one parent acquaintance. Something simple, maybe utilitarian like we talked about, a quick check-in. Remember, you don't need this giant social circle. You just need a few reliable people who really, truly get it.
And maybe here's the final thought, something provocative to really chew on as you start thinking about building your community.
What?
Your kids are watching you build community. They're learning something huge, something really valuable from seeing you do this.
What are they learning?
They're learning that adults need friends too. That relationships take effort, sometimes small, consistent effort. That connection is worth making time for, even when life feels completely overwhelming. You're not just finding friends for yourself, you're actually teaching your kids how to do friendship in this busy, modern world. Differently, maybe, but just as importantly.